Good Monday morning. Hope you had a wonderful summer weekend as we are heading into the peak of the summer in July 4th weekend coming up next weekend. Ton of baseball to get into. A crazy series between the Yankees and Astros that looked like it was on its way to ending in a 3-out-of-4 for Houston. But no. Not this year, not with this Yankee team. There's got to be some magic around the corner, and there was, even though it got real dicey at the end. But Aaron Judge, the hero once again, and the arbitration hearing happened, and they split. So nothing crazy went down. There wasn't a long-term deal. They didn't fight, but they settled in between at that $19 million number. Boomer, it's great to have you back. I see you're very confident in your ability to spread this COVID. You've been high-fiving people and grabbing people by the neck, so you feel like you're good. You feel like you're not giving COVID to anybody, right?
I do feel like I'm good. Yes, everything's
just
fine.
making sure.
Yes,
yeah.
I did get negative tested and everything else. So don't worry about it. I'll tell you what. Are we as New York baseball fans sick of the Astros now?
Oh, they're the worst, aren't they?
Well, I don't know the worst. They may be the best.
Well, you know what I mean.
I mean, after what they did to the Mets, and then they came here, and then, of course, you had the Thursday night heroics by Aaron Judge, and then, basically not being able to hit the ball for 2.5 games. Mm-hmm. It felt like it was just like going, and everybody was just up there, enjoying the nice sunny days and swinging through balls and hitting balls to shortstop.
Taking it a nice Saturday.
I mean, it was unbelievable. So then, of course, they needed to win this game yesterday. There's no question about it. And I think really what it does at this point in the season, it kind of just gives everybody an understanding of where they lie. Where are the best teams? We all know who the best teams are. I think we all can probably guess the 8 best teams, and the Mets and the Yankees are certainly a part of that. But then you learn where your deficiencies are and what you have to do to correct some of those deficiencies, depending on who will be available at the trade deadline. And believe you me, both Billy Epler and Brian Cashman are going to be active at the trade deadline.
No doubt about it.
No question about it. And the other thing, too, for the Mets, taking 2 out of 3 from the Marlins, that's exactly what they needed to do. It would have been nice to take a sweep there.
I know. I feel like every opportunity that you have to sweep a team, they very rarely do it. They're the 6-game win streak with the Nationals and the Phillies, which was great. But, I really wanted them to sweep this series. But, hey, fine. You didn't lose the series.
You didn't lose the series. That's right. And you're still 5 games above the Braves. And now, you come home, you got today off. And then you have 2 games against the Astros. Mm-hmm. And then you find out again, where do you lie? Where are you? In the list of best teams in the league. And look, we got an eternity to go, man. We got a long way to go. We have the dog days of July, the dog days of August. Hopefully, it doesn't look like, and it's too bad that Scherzer didn't pitch on Sunday, and he's going to do another rehab start, I guess, on Tuesday.
We were all convinced he was going to pitch on Sunday, and then the Mets were like, well, we never said that. I mean, basically, I guess the beat reporters put it out there that he was scheduled to come back on Sunday if all went good in that rehab start, and then the Mets really never confirmed it. And I guess he came out of that rehab start a little sore, so they're gonna push it back another one, give him another opportunity to get right, and then we'll see him after that. I guess.
And then the other thing too, even though they did win 2 out of the 3 games here, it just goes to show you, I think, how important Jeff McNeil is to this team.
Sure.
And when he's not playing, I mean, they did score 10 runs in those first 2 games, but still, when he's not playing, they're missing a catalyst. They're missing, obviously, a very important bat in that lineup because when he is not in there, it's already strewn with players that make a lot of outs.
Yeah.
And when I was actually looking at the believe it or not, I don't know even why I did this because I just wanted to see like the Astros batting averages versus the Yankees batting averages. I wanted to see OPS versus OPS.
Wait. You're doing what?
Well, I wasn't feeling well, so I really had nothing to do.
You were comparing OPSs and batting averages?
Yeah, but when you're not feeling well and you have to figure out something to do. So I was doing that. And I was
Didn't you golf over the weekend?
I have one day, yes.
Oh, man. And then the other days you're comparing OPSs.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
To each his own.
Right. And, they're pretty similar, actually.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, though, about the Astros? They came in here, and the Yankees have been doing this all year. The Astros pitched exceptionally well in this series. Now, you could say, okay, that meant the Yankees didn't hit well. Mm-hmm. Well, it's one or the other. I guess it's both. I guess when you combine, the 2 teams, the Astros just came in here and pitched their asses off. And, and when you think about Aaron Judge in the middle of this MVP season and doing what he did on Thursday and last night or yesterday, You realize he is the best player in baseball, but can he carry the freaking team by himself all the time?
If he keeps healthy and he keeps hitting like this, then I think the answer is yes. He did say something after the game yesterday that was very interesting. I want you to listen to this. Now, prior, I will be fair, and I'm not just going to I'll give you some context to this. So prior to him answering this question, he did give credit to everybody on the team and the guys in front of him and the fans and everything. He was very complimentary to everybody else. But then Meredith Marakovits on Yes asked Aaron Judge this question, and he gave an interesting answer, a very un-Aaron Judge-like answer, and I just wonder if he misspoke. So I want to run this by you and see what you think.
Well, he is the best player in the team. He may be the best player in the league.
When you're the best player on the team?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
That's what it sounded like, yes.
Now, CeeLo said maybe he said when you're the best planet on the team as opposed to team on the planet, and he misspoke.
Let's hear that again now, please. No, there's nothing planet. There's no planet.
I hear player, right?
Wait, but first of all, you'd say when you're the best team on the planet.
Right, I know. He said he thought that he inverted it by mistake.
He said player.
He said player, yeah.
And on the team.
Yeah, player on the team, yeah.
All right, so he is.
Which is great.
What's that?
Yeah. Huge.
Brass one.
Yeah, if that's what he meant, I love that. Especially coming out of the arbitration hearing and the whole situation with the contract and him and the Yankees. That's awesome.
And by the way, that arbitration hearing, they met midway, but they also put bonuses in for him that looks like, assuming that he continues to play the way he's playing, he should be able to meet those bonuses.
Yeah. Well, when you're the best player on the team.
Right, when you're the best player on the team.
Yeah,
on the best team in the league.
Yeah, where's that quiet confidence come from? Well, when you're the best player on the team.
Right.
How could you not be confident?
Yeah.
Come on.
I kind of understand how he feels.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you won an MVP, didn't you? I mean, I guess if you're leading the favorite to win the MVP of the league, then you certainly are the best player on your team. Nobody's arguing that.
No, He's an amazing player, and he's right in the middle of having just an incredible season.
Yeah, no, it's great. But
by the way, Stanton hit a couple home runs this weekend.
Well, he broke the hitless streak there yesterday with a home run.
Yeah.
I mean, that had to be, somebody had to.
So if you had to go down a list.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Yankee fans have this list, and I'm sure people like Evan keep a list like this, and I'm sure Evan has it for the Mets.
Man, I don't know what happened to you when you were home. You comparing batting averages and OPSs, and now we're doing lists?
Yeah, we're doing lists and everything.
We're doing top 10.
Is this a long-haul COVID symptom?
I know.
Yeah,
what is
keeping stats?
What happened to you? Lists. All right, let's do a list then.
All right, so Joey Gallows at the top of the list of Yankee scoring, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
I guess Josh Donaldson is creeping up there.
That would be one for you, yeah. Aaron Hicks, even he's been better.
He's been a lot better the last couple of weeks, and he still plays a very good outfield, very good defensively.
Well, so does Joey Gallo, but
Yeah, but it would be nice that every now and again have somebody hit his bat with the ball.
Yes.
I would think that if you went up there 10 times with your eyes closed, and you knew that they were going to throw a ball down the middle of the plate, somewhere along the line, at least twice or 3 times, you'd be able to actually have the ball hit the bat.
Sure.
Right?
But this is what he's been his entire career. Right around 200, a lot of home runs at times, goes in big slumps, a million strikeouts. This is when you traded for him, this is what you knew you were getting.
So let me ask you this question. How much different would the team be right now if Miguel Andujar were thrust into this lineup and Joey Gallo was taken out of it?
Well, I think you'd lose a little bit, maybe a lot defensively, but you'd get a better hitter in there, a more consistent hitter, and someone with a chip on his shoulder.
And what is really the angst of the Yankee fan is what?
Well, there's not a lot right now.
Yeah, it's hard to have any because they're playing so great.
I think that's why when you're Joey Gallo, this is like the best team to be on with the struggles that you're having because you can hide.
And we all know it comes down to October for this team.
Mm-hmm.
And when this team sees Houston in the ALC championship, because you know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
What is it going to take to beat Houston? I believe the Yankees have the pitching to do that.
Well, so far they've had the best staff in Major League Baseball. So, I mean, here's the scary thing. Now, it's not like Verlander and Cole back in the day, but what you saw Saturday into Sunday is what we've seen from the Yankees in the postseason.
Right, against the Houston Astros.
Right. Now, they broke out of it. They won the game, but there was a very long stretch there where...
Was it like 18 innings or something?
Yes, I mean, well, not 18 because that would have been back-to-back games.
I said from the game before the no-hit game.
Right, yes, exactly, yeah. But so I was talking just Saturday, Sunday, but basically, yeah, when you add it all up. But, I mean, that's what you're afraid of. I'm actually not all that concerned about the pitching. I mean, because they've been so good.
You're not worried about your own pitching. You're just worried about the Astros pitching.
Yeah, I'm worried about when you get into the postseason and start facing better starters and the best of the best in the league. Is this offense going to shut down? And, oh, by the way, most of the runs this weekend for the Yankees were home runs again.
This is who they are.
Yes.
Right. They're not Punch and Judy hitters. They're all or nothing.
There's no Jeff McNeils around there, right?
Or Brandon Nimmo's and things like that.
Or the Luis Guillormes.
But believe me, we have our holes in our lineup, too.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Did you hear Adam Ottavino after giving up that home run?
I did not listen to what he had to say.
He was just basically, I'm sure CeeLo will play it, but he was basically like, this is going to have no impact on my life. Like, I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to wake up, and we're going to move on. So I was like, okay. I mean, which is, I guess, good. I mean, that's what you want from a reliever, but he was basically saying, like, none of this matters. Why are you guys in my face with this microphone? Like, I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like,
it doesn't matter?
It does matter. It doesn't matter.
Sure it matters.
I mean, that's basically what he was saying.
You'd like to think we're paying you, so since we're paying you a lot of money, I mean, it should matter to you.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I got to find, the exact quote and read it to you because it's just, but the thing is, he's kind of right, in the grand scheme of things.
Well, it's just like Aaron Judge is right.
He's the best player on the team.
Right, in the grand scheme of things.
Right, in the grand scheme of things.
When you start thinking about the grand scheme of things.
The grand scheme of things.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Adam Ottavino. I don't want to lose the game for the team, but personally, it's nothing. It's a blip. It's a bump in the road. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it individually. Yeah.
So I would think that he probably did lose some sleep over it. He had to. I mean, like, if the game means anything.
It's a blip. It's nothing.
Do you think the Houston Astro pitcher feels that way about yesterday?
No, not with his reaction.
Well, which one was it? He was ticked.
Yeah, of course. I know. It's a blip. It's nothing. No big deal. Just a blip.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yes, because it's not going to be until October and a 7-game series and the frustrations of the strikeouts and the exhilarations of the home runs and then the frustrations of the strikeouts and then the exhilaration of the home runs. I mean, because that's what the Yankees are.
Yeah, well, true. But you're right. I mean, we're not going to be thinking back, and Adam Ottavino's right. We're not going to be thinking back to right now, at this point in the season, late June, if both these teams make it to October and talk about what happened in these games.
I want to see what how the Mets respond here Tuesday and Wednesday against the Astros. That to me is another. It's a measuring stick
spot.
In the
litmus test.
Right, in the grand scheme of things.
Yes. Wow, right. It is. That should be the headline for if they post the video of us talking about the Mets and Yankees in digital. That should be it. The measuring, in the grand scheme of things, this is the measuring stick. Look at that.
Right, so, like, where would you put the Yankees on that measuring stick against the Astros right now? Who's the better team?
Oh, the Yankees are.
Okay. All right. That's fine. The Mets certainly weren't when they went to Houston. They got their asses handed to them. But then they had pitching issues going into that. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, of course. Right. Absolutely. But no, the Yankees are the best team in baseball.
So I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with baseball.
Okay.
I'm just reading one of the monitors in our studio.
Yeah, it looks like a sports show that's on there.
Some sports show, somebody screaming and yelling at each other.
Yeah. It looks like JJ is up there.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah, it looked like JJ was standing there. Yeah.
So here's the question that they were trying to ask.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Will Kyrie Irving ruin the Nets? He already has.
Right.
Exactly. Will he? He already did.
Right. Will it be Tuesday tomorrow? I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's already over. And there was more on Kyrie coming up in a little bit.
All right.
As we've got a lot to get to on this busy Monday morning, a summer Monday on the Fan. Boomer and Gio. We got CeeLo today. I guess Jerry underestimated his own child because he thought his team was going to lose.
That's unbelievable.
So he thought his team was going to lose.
My mistake. I apologize.
Over the weekend, didn't think the team was going to be good enough. They end up making it to the championship game, which is today, and then he had to call off.
I know he loves baseball, and I know he loves being with his boys when they're playing baseball. But, man, that is such a bad look on his part.
I know. His kids are better than he thought.
I mean, how do you not think your kids are going to win? I mean, don't you go in always thinking you're going to win?
I thought so.
That's a defeatist attitude.
Yeah, I know.
Me.
Not good.